Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing the Blendjet 2 portable battery operated blender. What comes in the box? Well, that's what we're here for. So you ready? Let's get into this. Really good looking box here. The first thing I noticed that it says Blendjet, the original portable blender, but it doesn't say anything about it being the Blendjet 2 anywhere except the UPC code here at the bottom. Oh look, designed with love in California, made in China. You can see this is the lavender version, but one thing about these Blendjets is they come in like a billion different colors. Honestly, that's something I really do appreciate. I was gonna get a blue one, but this lavender color is actually pretty cool looking too. This thing is portable, obviously, because that's the reason you would be buying something like this. Powerful, but it doesn't say exactly how powerful. USB chargeable, which is pretty much any portable device these days. And they mentioned self-cleaning by just adding a little bit of soap and water into it and running a cycle, which is how you clean every single blender on planet Earth. A little bit more information about the Blendjet. Nice little picture there. And it mentions some of the things you can make, like smoothies, protein shakes, mixed drinks, baby food, milkshakes, sauces, dressings, and more. Doesn't say anything about ice cubes or anything like that, so that might be something we need to look into. Right here we got the different parts. You got the 6-point blades, the actual cup, the lid, little strap, blender base, power button, and number 6, that's probably the power light. Nope, it's the USB charging port. Kind of a strange spot for it though, eh? But I digress. Let's get this open. Okay, let's see what we got. This should be pretty quick because I think everything is one piece. Wow, kind of nice looking. Set this aside for a second. Let's see what else is in here. USB charging cable. It's blue, pretty cute looking. You notice there's no power brick though. So you either gotta come up with your own or plug it into a USB port on your computer, or if you have a wall plug that's got adapters for these already, you can do that. To me, that's a little bit of a fail that one of those isn't included, because really, what does that cost? That's nothing. Okay, what do we got here? Quick user manual, how to use it, a video showing you how to use it, and some directions showing you how to use it. Troubleshooting, hopefully you don't have to deal with that. And you got 3 different modes. Regular blend mode, a pulse mode, and a lock mode, which I assume locks the lid down so it doesn't come flying off. Looks like there's consumables you can buy from them. A little bit of a layering guide here. And it does mention the ice right here too, so this can blend ice. And that's it. Okay, let's see. The top just kind of twists on and twists off, so I don't know exactly what that lock mode is. We're gonna have to investigate that a little bit more, but I don't think it's gonna be locking anything on the top because I don't see any real mechanism up here to do that. You can see the seal right here is already popping off, so that's not promising, but we can shove that right back in there. No problem, no foul. Like how they got the logo on the inside of the lid. That's pretty cool. What do we got in here? A little bit of a safety guide, and the same directions again in case you somehow didn't see the manual that we just pulled out of the box. The cup has measurements on it, not sure if you can see all that, but it does go up to 14 ounces here, or 450 milliliters. So this isn't super big, but you know what, it's big enough to be a portable blender, no problem, so we're not gonna really knock it for that. And the cup can twist off just like that for cleaning. You can see that this is open on both ends, because this thing is really designed for you to drink out of this with the blade base on it. You can see that when we take the cup off, you get a warning light saying that it's not connected, and when you put it back on, it'll give you a confirmation that it's locked in, so that's kind of cool. Here's that charging port I was talking about. Still think it's a little bit weird. I would have preferred that on the back, but who cares? If you want to blend, you just push the button one time, and it'll blend for up to 20 seconds. If I double click it, then it puts it in pulse mode. So I would have to hold it to pulse. See, if I hold it down for 2 seconds again, it'll put it back in regular blend mode again. See? And then if you wanted to use the lock mode, you would hold down this button until you see it flash 3 times. Like that, and I believe that locks the button. See what I mean? So that way you don't actually push the button and make it start blending when it's in your backpack or something like that. So it doesn't have anything to do with locking the lid on. It just locks the blender control out so you don't accidentally turn it on. I don't know, it didn't sound super powerful, but why don't we try to blend a smoothie really quick just to see what happens. I haven't read what we can and can't do with this blender really, so we're just gonna treat it like it's a regular blender because all we're doing right now is sort of testing it out anyway. Also, keep in mind that I have no idea exactly how charged up the battery is on this, so if it does a piss poor job, then don't really hold that against it just yet because the battery could be at 10% or something like that. I have no idea. By the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. So we're gonna make this easy. Just a little bit of protein powder. We're gonna throw in some frozen mango chunks and a little bit of water. Okay. Whoa. That's not how you do it. Okay, we'll let this run one cycle and we'll see how it goes. Well, we got half a blend.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
Tell you what though, it's pretty quiet. And for a half a blend, this looks pretty good. Let's just kind of take a look and see. By the way, you can't just plug this in the power and then run the blender. The button doesn't work if it's plugged in the power, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but I guess it is what it is. It's a little bit on the rough side, but remember, it didn't get a full blend in, but it did a really nice job anyway. So when we do our review, this is gonna come out probably a heck of a lot smoother than this. So that's super promising. Portable blenders have gotten a lot more popular lately due to their size and convenience. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be putting the Blendjet 2 to the test to find out what you're giving up over a desktop blender. Once we got enough information, we'll be posting a full product review. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Blendjet 2 portable blender, we do have an Amazon affiliate link to it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, we do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay 1 cent. If you like this video, you might like this video right here where we unbox the Ninja Foodie Power Blender Ultimate System. We've had that system in our kitchen for about a year and we still use it just about every day. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon, and until that time, I'm Joe and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.